Yo, so I just watched Rise of the Dark Knight and here are my thoughts. Should you watch the movie? Let's talk about that a little bit. The Dark Knight, not the Dark Knight 2, the Rise of the Dark Knight, the naming sequence is just killing me and trying to catch up with it. Why not just name it Batman or Joker or Batman, the Rise of Bane or something? It's going to make a little more sense if it's being named that way. But the naming sequence is just so confusing. The Dark Knight, if you don't see the cover of the movie, you probably won't even know it's a Batman movie. They should work on that. That's not a good start. Speaking about the plot, there's this scene in Hollywood where the standard of a movie will be raised so high, freaking high, that even the writers, the directors, they would be struggling to follow up to that standard. It's happened a lot, right? When the part 1 of movies are just too good, but then the part 2 is disappointing because they just could not follow up to that standard. That is what I think happened there. First Dark Knights, the Dark Knights. Please forgive me for this naming. I'm just so confused. The first Dark Knights, which was about the Joker. Yes, it's literally about the Joker. His role was played so good that even the directors, I'm sure they appreciate that. And then, what was the next thing to do? Logically, is to follow up with a pretty good movie, right? Which they tried to do in The Rise of the Dark Knight. And they thought, what better way? The first one was about the villain, let's make the second one about the villain. They came up with another cool guy in the form of Bane. Bane, cool guy, great voice, good looks. Trust me, good looks. But then, the character, the story behind Bane is a confusing one. It was explained. I don't want to give you spoilers, but if you haven't watched the movie, it's quite confusing how he just out of nowhere decided, it's this time I'm going to come and destroy the city. It's a movie anyway. But then, he gave a really strong performance. The voice was just top notch. In fact, anytime I watch The Rise of the Dark Knight, I don't watch it because of Batman. No, I watch it because of the villain. Both Joker and Bane, both of them are just top notch. How about Batman himself? Christian Bale? Yeah, Christian Bale. He's a good actor normally. The standard of the Batman is just set, right? It's constant. But then the villains, it's what variable. Joker did a great job, and Bane did a pretty good job. But then there's something about the mask. I mean, yes, I understand that's what gives him that cool voice effect. But why can't he, in this scene here, breathe when it was taken off? Is the mask and oxygen, what is it connected to? How does it help him breathe? These are some of the questions that I just don't understand in the movie. But if it gives him a really cool voice, I don't care about it. Many people might not even really notice it. And then the storyline, everything was good until the very end when there was a really confusing plot twist. This is a spoiler. This is a spoiler. If you've not watched the movie, you can skip the next 10 seconds. We'll talk about this quickly in 10 seconds. Why the hell did the woman plan all this? Why? I understand the relation between her and Bane. It just doesn't make sense for it to turn around and be her. It just doesn't make sense. Well, overall, I think the movie offered a good feeling. Like, yo, I tried a couple of days after watching the movie to, imitate Bane's voice. It was cool. I just loved that about it, and it gave me that cool factor. Just if there's anything like that, I think it's a good movie overall. If you want to watch it, you're probably gonna watch it and like it because of Bane, not because of the story or anything, but just because there is a cool villain, and yeah, I think that's what you love it for. Should I recommend the movie for you? Yes, if you're a DC fan and you haven't watched it, if you're not a DC fan like I am, and you're not interested in dark movies that's literally dark, not figuratively, literally dark, then you should watch this. At least it would just spice things up a little bit. It's nice. You're going to love it. I talked a little bit about the first one, Dark Knight. It's up here, so if you haven't watched that, please go watch the video. You love it. Give me your feedback if you love this. See how many more we can make. See you in the next one.